So today we're going to be talking about something we call the if elif else statement. If elif else statements are used to execute a block of code if a certain condition is true, and another block of code if the condition is false. The basic syntax of an if elif else statement is this. Let's say we have if condition 1, right, no space, sorry. If condition 1, then we are going to have code to execute if condition 1 is true, right? Then we're going to have the elif, right? Elif condition 2, elif so this is gonna be here, not elif condition 2. Then we're gonna have the next to be code to execute if condition 2 if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, right? Then we're going to have the else statements. The else right. Then we're now going to have code to execute if both condition 1 and condition 2 are false. So here, condition 1 and condition 2 are Boolean expressions that evaluate to either true or false. So we have two different conditions. One is true and the other one is definitely false, right? If condition 1 is true, the code inside the if block is executed. If condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, the code inside the elif block is executed. Then also, if condition 1 and condition 2 are false, the code inside the else block is executed. So this is how or this is the basic syntax for an if elif else statement and if elif else statement. So we have the if condition, we have the elif condition, then we have the else condition. So the if condition is there's a particular code to execute for that condition. The if elif condition is the opposite of the first code. Now it's important to know that the if statement is the first, the second one is the elif statement, which is also known as else if, right? Else if. So else, if this is true, if this is wrong, then this will be true. Now if the both are false, then this is the code to correct under the else statement. Now let's look at a very simple example of this. I'm not going to really take this out. I'm just going to modify my syntax. So x equals to 5, right? Then it says if condition 1 now, if x is greater than 10, alright, then print. So yeah, I'm not going to be having a comment, then I'm going to having a real code. Print x is greater than 10. Condition 2, which is the elif, right? Elif x equals to 5, right? And then we now say, for sake of time management, let's just copy this and paste it here. So this will then be but this will now be equal to, this will then be equal to 5. Now here we have the last, which is to print x is less than 5, right? So sorry, let's do this properly. So in this example, the condition x is greater than 10 is false, right? Because x is 5. The condition x is equal to 5 is true. The second condition, which is the elif condition, right, is true because x is truly equals to 5, not greater than 10. So the condition in the elif block is executed, and the message printed is what? X is equal to 5, which is this, right? So x is equal to 5. That is what we'll be printing. Now, for sake of time management, there are other aspects of the elif statement, which include the elif statement with multiple conditions. You can try that out, where you're going to be having something like this, something like y to be involved. So you can have something like y to be equals to 10, and you know how to maneuver and put everything together. So yeah, you're going to have, if this is this, and y, right, is greater than what? Is greater than 15. Okay, so let's make this 15 and let's make this 20. So you know how to go around this, just as we've done in the other versions. Now I'm just going to hold this right here. I'm going to talk about some basic best practices of the if-else statements, which are to: number one, use if-else statement to make decisions based on multiple conditions. Use if-else statement to make multiple conditions. Use if-else clauses to undo default cases. Use ternary operators. We talked about ternary operators in the elif statement. Use ternary operators to simplify simple if-else statements, elif-else statements, use indentation to make code readable. Use comment to explain complex logic. Just follow all of those, you're going to really understand. Follow what we've been doing initially to explore different type of elif statements, if elif else statement. So they can be if elif else statement with multiple conditions, just like this that I'm trying to write. They can be something as if elif statement with nested condition, where this will be separated, right? This is a nested condition. They can also be if elif statement with multiple else elif conditions. So they can be multiple elif conditions. So this is an elif condition. There can be another elif condition as elif, right? It can be another condition as elif condition x to be less than 10, right? Less than 0, not 10. Depending on the whatever condition you want to write, then you can now print. So it says print x is less than 0. Depending on what you are writing, right, you know how to go around that with all of the other. Then there's also something we call the if elif else statement with ternary operators. You know how to do that. And that's that about that. Thanks for joining. See you in the next class.